Hello, beautiful people. Today we are doing my declutter for my palettes. I have over 50 palettes here, so we are just gonna jump into it. Some of these is just the brand, they're old. Some of them I'm just over the color story or I don't reach for them. So let's get started. First off, we have this mini breaker from Jeffree Star. I love the purples in here, but I feel like the other shades don't like coordinate really well with it and I hardly reach for it, so I'm decluttering that. Next we have the Ace Beauté Scarlet Dusk. Again, really cute color story, but I feel like I have a lot of warm, a lot of these same tones in other palettes and I hardly reach for this one, so again, decluttering. I have the Ace Beauté Vintage Dawn. This is a color story that doesn't call to me. I feel like a lot of these like orangey type with blues does not, I don't really gravitate to. So it's beautiful, but again, decluttering. This one, I cannot say the name. I actually didn't really care for the artwork on here, so I went ahead and made it into a princess palette. But a friend of mine gave this to me. I just feel like it's so big and a lot of the colors, I don't know, kind of just give off the same vibe. I don't know. I feel like someone else could give this a lot of love. The quality is really good, but I feel like there's other smaller neutral tone palettes that I reach for more. This again, another one of those palettes that was very, very popular. It's very bulky. I did keep some of the other ones that I have from Jeffree Star, but this one, I don't really gravitate to a lot of reds. So, and I already had the Modern Renaissance palette, so I went ahead and just decluttered this one as well. This one came in one of the boxy charms. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the color story and everything. It's more of a cool tone palette, but I do feel like I have way too much. I'm trying to get my collection down to 100. I don't know if that's ever going to be possible, but I needed to get stuff out and I feel like my mom could get better use from this one. This one my husband brought me from Puerto Rico. I love the outer packaging, but I use the colors and it's just not really good quality. So that's why I'm getting rid of this one. Next we have Ciate London. I'm on the fence with these. I have 3 of these here. I don't know what happened to Ciate London. I was on their PR list. I love their products. I've bought some of their products and I just feel like they disappeared. I saw on their Instagram that they're not answering people. This one I'm getting rid of because it just keeps breaking all the shadows in here. Like I already have one broken and then this one broke. It's very, very soft and just breaks like nobody's business. These two are absolutely stunning. This is like a raspberry one and the green one. I was on the fence of getting rid of these. I'm not sure whether I'm going to fully get rid of all the Ciate London. I am disappointed in them because people are claiming that their orders have not been fulfilled and they just disappeared. They disappeared from social media. Their website disappeared. So I have no idea what's going on with them. If anyone knows, please let me know. Likewise, this one from Ciate London is absolutely stunning. It's a gorgeous palette. I'm going to see if my mom wants it, but have no idea what's going on with the brand. And it's a shame because I really love a lot of their products. Next, I have So Jaded from Kathleen Lights. I don't know. These huge palettes don't really call to me, so I don't know. I hadn't been gravitating to it, so I went ahead and decluttered it. Likewise, these huge ones from Norvina, and these actually like disappeared from the market as well. Like you can't even buy these anymore. And I just feel like this color story just does not call my name. And then the one that I used the most was this one from Norvina. This is the orange one. I don't remember what volume 3. This is the one that I love the most. I love the butterflies on here, but again, I just feel like you don't really gravitate towards these and the quality isn't as good as like the regular Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. Next, I have some Tarte ones. These are super great quality, but I just have way too much and a lot of these are very similar in tone, so I took this one out. Likewise with this one, it's very neutral, really great, but I feel like I have so many palettes, so I'm going to see if my mom wants these because they're really, really good quality. The Wander Beauty, I have like her bigger palettes, and some of these are repeat shades, so that's why I took this one out. The Little Ray of Sunshine, I love this palette for the longest time, but lately I just feel like I have a lot of repeats of warm colors like this, so I went ahead and decluttered this one. Ciate, I love this palette. This is the Velvet one, and again, I'm not sure what's going on with the brand, but these are really, really great quality, but I do have things that are very similar, so I took this one out. This one kind of I bought because it was Aladdin with MAC. The shades just kind of like dried out, so they're not performing as good as they used to, so I went ahead and decluttered. Took out these from Huda Beauty. They became very dry and don't perform as well. I feel like that's an issue with having cream products. Like even here you can see like I use the crap out of it, but it just became so dry and doesn't perform as well. So I'm taking out the matte one and the creamy like grayish one. The Alter Ego Goddess, I'm going to declutter. I feel like somebody else could give this love, and I have the original Natasha Denona that this is duping. They did a good job with duping it, but I love my Natasha Denona more. This is the It's Belle Under the Moon. I did a review for them, and I really love the quality of their shadows. I'm keeping the ones that I bought, but this one, sadly, the color story just does not call to me, so I'm getting rid of that one. These by Hip Dot are a little bit on the dry side, and I don't really care for the blues and greens. This one I loved more, but likewise, I have way too many of the same color stories, so I'm getting rid of those. With Natasha Denona, I feel like the quality of these three is not the same as her other ones. This is the Mini Lila, this is the Mini Tropic, and this one is the Jubilee palette. And I feel like these are not up to par with her other shadows, and I hate that. I don't really like the fact that she sometimes has the same formula and sometimes it doesn't perform the same, which is not good across the board. But these three, that's the reason that I'm getting rid of them. The more I use them, the more I just felt like they weren't up to par. This one I did a review for. This is Beauty Doll. I just feel like this doesn't really show up on my skin tone that well, so that's the reason I'm getting rid of that one. The Pop Beauty are really, really nice for drugstore quality, but likewise, I have similar color stories, and so I rather give these to someone who can give them good love. The Alamar Cosmetics, this color story used to speak to me, but I just don't feel like I'm into these deep shades anymore, so I'm getting rid of this palette. Likewise, this Barbie palette from ColourPop, I'm getting rid of for the same reason. I just feel like I don't really use these type of bright shades anymore. I like a pop of color, but I don't know, this just doesn't speak to me anymore. So, and the packaging isn't like anything special, it just has like the name on it. Then we have another one from Ciate, gorgeous, gorgeous. I think this is called the Editor. This is stunning. The shades on here perform really, really well. Again, I'm not sure what's going on with the brand, but this one was one of my favorite ones. I gave this so much love. Then we have some of Violet Voss's. I just feel like somebody could give this some more love than what I gave. And as you can see, a lot of the same color story. And I don't want to keep having like 30 palettes with the same like kind of wine burgundy color story, so that's where I'm getting rid of that. This one from She Glam, again, very basic neutral palette. Another one I'm gonna get rid of. The Picante from Clarity is a lot of like that burgundy and warm tones. Again, very repetitive in my collection, so another one that I feel like somebody else could give it a lot of love. Another one of these burgundies with oranges in it, and you guys can see that's the reason that I've like removed a lot of these, is just because it's just so repetitive, and I have one face only, so I really want to keep just what I'm going to use. This one came in one of the Ipsies recently, and I just feel like the performance isn't there for me, so I rather give it to somebody who can give it some love. It's just an okay quality. This one from Vizard, I feel like are a lot of deep tones. I don't really reach for it as well. This one from Lottie London is really nice. I took it with me on vacation. I really love it. It's a really great affordable drugstore. Again, this brand has completely disappeared. They are a sister brand of Ciate London, and I don't know what is going on. Last time I went to Walmart, they weren't on there, as they weren't in Walmart anymore. So I don't know if they just completely went out of business. Ciate, Lottie London. Let me know if you guys know anything. Next, we have the Tartelette palette. We have this one and the Pro one. These are really beautiful, but again, I just have way too much in my collection. And so these are ones that I don't really reach for a lot. So I'm going to declutter both of them. Again, another warm tone from Natasha. This one actually performs really nicely, but I have similar shades already in her formula, so I decluttered. This one from Ace Beauté is absolutely stunning. I love this palette, but again, I have way too much. I have a lot of this like burgundy, pink, purple vibes, so I'm getting rid of that one. This one from Destino I talked about. When I used to do videos about like palettes of the month. I've kind of like fallen off of that horse, sadly, because of time constraints and everything, but I didn't really like the color story, the way the colors kind of mix in this color story. I don't really like it, and I don't like this like closing and opening of the palette here. Then we have Tartelette and Tartelette in Bloom. I feel like these were super popular for the longest time. They're very basic palettes, and I feel like someone who wears like just something simple every day would really get a lot of good looks from this. I just feel like I have too much, and these are on the older side, so I went ahead and decluttered. Tres Luce, again, the color story just doesn't really speak to me. I feel like it's fun. It has some brights in here, but the formula is not as great as I wanted it to be. We have Iconic London, another one, warm tone, beautiful palette, but I have a lot of this. Kind of reminds me of the Sunset palette from Natasha Denona, so I have a lot of the same color story. This one I kept the pastel one that I have from them because I don't have that much color stories like that, and so this one I'm getting rid of, but the quality in here is absolutely stunning. They do such a good job on shadows. And then I have some Beauty Bakery. This one's a cool tone one. I don't really use this type of cool tone a lot, so that's why I got rid of that. Sour You Doing, again, another warm tone one with that orangey vibe to it. We have Do It for the Gram, super cute. Again, it has kind of like that warm tone with blues in there, so I got rid of that one. I'm trying to be a little bit more cutthroat this time around, so that's one of the reasons that I have been like just more like on the chopping block. Mirage is the dupe for Huda Beauty. I have the original one. So I think that somebody else could give this a lot of love. Again, Alter Ego does a really good job of duping palettes, but if I already have the original, usually the original is like a little bit more high end, so I try to keep the original. Next we have the Wonka from She Glam. This is an okay palette. It was cute, but it does have a cream in here that I do not use. It dried off completely, and then it only has one shimmer, and I do love my Wonka more from Glam Light that has some purples in it. So this is cute for the packaging, but I'm going to get rid of it. And then I have two from Juvia's Place. I love Juvia's Place formula, but this one has some greens and warms, and I don't really gravitate to this color story. Likewise with this one, I just feel like it's very repetitive of a lot of color stories that I had, so I got rid of it. And then last, I got rid of the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. I just feel like I don't use this as much. It has a lot of beautiful metallics in here, but I don't know. It kind of, this associates me to someone who's very negative, so I went ahead and got rid of this as well. And overall, I got rid of so many palettes. I want to say over 50 something. I'll put the number around here. And I still have 135 palettes, so I have quite a bit to go to get down to my goal of under 100, but I don't know if that's ever going to be possible, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this declutter. Thank you guys so much for watching and watching any of the declutters. I will have a playlist available if you guys are looking to see what I removed from my highlighters, bronzers, or any category whatsoever. Thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, hit that little red button. My socials are down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.